edge bending is called bevel. Next, so let us see how to get it. So get the extrude by the command over here, extrude, and drag it up, switch the color and change the color. Now the option to the next is your bevel. Use bevel. What is the command? Use bevel. Just one click will find the extra zone over here. So here you can have to get the bevel. So this is the fake extension, and this separate part show bevel only the bevel part. The edge of your extrude could be bent up, and that is technically called as bevel. And we can able to get extension that narrow and edge. So get it closer and far away. Manually it could be done, or like dragging also you can do it off. So you can see the only bevel, or if you don't need, get it off. So we have understood now what is bevel and how it is a part of your extrude and what is technically called as. Now the rest we can have to break it up. Go to the options, break extrude, Control K, and get out. And this also could be break apart. Get out. And the next, ungroup. Right. So all three parts are separated. So one bevel, one circle with extrude can be break down into these many parts. So this is the extra part which is there inside your extrude. We have understood now. So black shadow is a new option. Just have a try. What is this? Directly can have to drag this shadow out. So it is not in the older version, but the new version comes with a black shadow version. So it could be done by shadow also. So it could be done by drop shadow also. And they have given extra options black shadow because often the text materials are equipped with this. Switch the color and go for black shadow. So exclusively they come up with a tool that is called black shadow, which is a new tool. Black shadow. Only the shadow handle. Set the direction and the color. And it could be tried with other thing also, or like any other object also. It is not only for the text only, so you can gather it to the normal basic object also. Drops. Select, change the color, and do the customize save to basic shapes, text, and customize tools. Done. Next. Now almost like the tools you got to know. So here the special option is interact smart filler is there. Smart filler is a new tool over here where you can able to fill the colors directly. What is the tool name? Smart fill. So it allows the artist to fill the color on a closed shape created by any open shape or closed shapes. So these are the shapes created by the cross section of any two open shapes or the closed shapes. Here you can fill the extra colors. It is not the things. So all these closed shapes could be fill up the colors, which generally cannot be done. If two open line are there and if you need to fill the color, yes, you cannot have to do it, but smart filler helps to fill the color here. So let us see how to work on this. Right? Yes, sir. हाँ, ओपन शेप से क्लोज शेप जो जनरेट हुआ है उसमें फिल कर सकते हैं. ओपन शेप से क्लोज शेप में तो ऐसे ही कलर फिल होगा. अगर ओपन शेप से भी आप क्लोज शेप बनाते हो तो उसमें स्मार्ट फिलर कलर फिल कर सकते हैं. सो लेट अस सी हाउ डज इट वर्क्स. स्विच टू द टूल और स्मार्ट फिल. नाउ पिक द कलर फ्रॉम हियर, which color you want. Just go on clicking on the screen. It fill the color, then yes, we can get it separate individual. So we have understood what is the technical value of your smart filler. So let us work on the base shapes. Take the free hand and go for smart filler. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Finish. Get it out. And here, yes, you can give the thickness and switch to the white color. Get it out. Select, increase the thickness. How to generate a cut shapes? But it is not a cut, it is a fill. Right? Get the line to break up into individual part. 3 part divide. So this is a beautiful tool which makes the graphic designing much more easy. Get this as cut. Select all, smart fill, 1, 2, 2. Done. Okay, out. Right. 2 clicks and the color is filled. No cutting, no joining, just 1 click. Job over. नहीं, ये नया जनरेट हो गया. वो पूरा तो डिलीट हो गया, ये नया जनरेट हुआ. स्मार्ट फिलर एक नया चीज़ जनरेट कर देता है. यहाँ पे जब रखते हो ना, ये स्मार्ट फिलर क्या करता है, ये नया चीज़ जनरेट करता है. हाँ, हाफ डिलीट नहीं है, पूरा डिलीट हुआ. हाफ यहीं पर रह गया. समझ कि ये ओरिजिनल ऑब्जेक्ट यहाँ पे डिलीटेड है. ये एक नया ऑब्जेक्ट बना है. राइट. थर्ड ऑब्जेक्ट वो जनरेट करता है with the gaps. So get the cut, click, done. Split the screen, 1, 2, 3, finish. Okay, cut, out, select, next color. Okay, over, next, out. Right. सीधा 2-3 क्लिक में डिज़ाइन ऑटोमेटिक बन जाता है. And then get it out. How to cut the things. What is the name of the tool? Smart filler. As if the work, the name is so. It fill the color. ग्रेडेशन तो दे सकते हैं. आ गया, ये शेप आ गया और इसके अंदर आपको मतलब ग्रेडियंट चाहिए. सो ग्रेडियंट तो आगे आएगा. स्मार्ट फिलर है, इंटरेक्टिव फिल, ग्रेडियंट है. ग्रेडियंट जैसे सबको अप्लाई करते हो वैसे ही है. यहाँ पे ग्रेडियंट है. सो वी कमिंग टू द ग्रेडियंट. हो गया. What is the tool name? Smart Fill. Now the next is gradient fill. Till now we have seen how to work with your single color. अब तक हम क्या देखे, ये ऐसे रेड, ब्लू, ग्रीन, येलो. But how to work with multicolors in a gradient format, and it could be done by the gradient tool. How to fill a gradient inside your subject? Question over. Answer: it could be done by the fill, and fill could be open with a special hotkey F11. Next hotkey F11. This is filler. It opened the fill. It allowed artist to fill the solid color or the gradient. If it is gradient, then which type of gradient you can mention over here, and all the gradient control you can find over here. And a special tool called gradient tool is available, and that is technically here it's called interactive fill. So interactive fill will allow to get the gradient angle to change, position to change, your color also could be changed up. Next available color. So all these manipulations could be done with this. So the angle, position, center point and color, all the things could be controlled through the which tool? Interactive fill tool. Hotkey G. Interactive fill. Hotkey G. It controls the center point, it controls the angle, it controls the color, it controls the distance, color, angle, center point. All four things could be controlled. But condition apply, the product should be fill with gradient by the hotkey F11. Then only it will work out. Condition apply, the subject should fill with gradient, and the subject could be filled with a gradient by the help of your F11. It helps to fill the solid color and the gradient color. Once gradient is filled, then the gradient tool works. And here there is no gradient tool, and it is technically called interactive fill tool. कोरल में और इलस्ट्रेटर में ये डिफरेंस है. इलस्ट्रेटर में ग्रेडियंट टूल बोल के एक टूल, पर यहाँ पे इंटरेक्टिव फिल बोल के. राइट. स्मार्ट फिल, इंटरेक्टिव फिल. नाउ हियर you need the solid and the gradient. Next, control, like okay, alt. कौन सा? यहाँ पे टूल बार में ये ऑप्शन F11 दबाओ, F11 तो यहाँ पे आता है फिलर हो गया. और यहाँ तक ओके. ऑल्ट एंटर. Object property. What is the next hotkey you got to know? Alt enter. Object property. Right. So it is a place where you can control everything about the object, like stroke, fill, and all. So stroke could be controlled, and the thickness, and fill could be controlled. So at a time all the things control inside the properties, where it is in the Windows Docker Alt Enter. Windows Docker Alt Enter. Okay. Here you can able to control again to the high extension. Next, thoda bhi catch kar. There is a special tool over here. It's called transparency tool. Next tool, transparency inside the box. Here you can able to make the transparency to get happen how much you want. By default none. So where is the transparency option? Inside the toolbar. Transparency could be activated inside the toolbar with this button, and by default it will be 100%. You can switch to the flat transparency on, uniform transparency. Once uniform transparency, then how much transparent you want, 0% or 100%. Transparency, complete 100%. So how to control the transparency in CorelDRAW? It could be done in two different ways. Either select the object and switch to the transparency tool and go for uniform transparency and control the transparency. Second, select the object and press Alt Enter. And get the window. Here you can control the transparency. There are two places where the transparency could be controlled. And here you can set the transparency, and transparency is again of multiple types. By default none, and second one is uniform, and the third one is gradient transparent. Here interactive transparency or fountain transparency, where one side you can mix completely and the other side is opaque. So we have understood now the transparency is again of multiple type. By default you find no transparency, and the next uniform transparency, and the third fountain transparency. Fountain transparency. It is gradient. It is flat 10, 20, 30. It is 0. Except to that, we do find some pattern transparency also. So as per the patterns, we can choose the transparency. So we can choose the pattern transparency. So again, we have seen now what is called transparency and how does object get mixed with the environment. Second, inside the transparency tool, we not only make the transparent, but also we make the blending to come up. So next concept, blend. You can blend the two objects together. So the color can be changed into the next format through the blender. So blending is possible in transparency tool. So the next weapon inside the transparency tool is blend. So you can blend two color to form a new color. So catch to the screen now. There is a red color ball and there is a yellow color ball or green color ball. Select the transparency and switch to the add button, or else go for screening button. So here you can find the next color is coming here. Few more color profiles, add. Multiply, color mode. Check. Now take a black color box, lock it up. Now take the red color over to it and the green color over to it. Now switch to the transparency and start up asking red. So now I got to know red plus green, yellow. because behind white was there, so it was not reacting. The whole color theory could be stuck now. Get plus, get over here, get the plate. So the color blending could be done. Red plus green is color. The whole theory is on the back end. You can see is the theory. Red plus green, yellow. So, yeah. So with this theory it works out. Right. So red plus green, yellow, green plus blue. What is cyan? So a whole math could be done in CorelDRAW. So what is the tool? Transparency tool. It not only make transparency, it also blend the colors. So it not only blend with the next object below, it blend with the environment also. So you can make the environment to go for like 0, then you can see the color wheel on screen. So if your color are solid red, then you'll find the next color is solid. Select this, switch to the slider, go for like RGB, set to the maximum red. Exactly the same job. Go to the RGB, get the green to be maximum and blue to be minimum, and the same RGB format, get the blue to be maximum, so your wheel will be to the maximum colors. So we have understood now how to use the blend tool or like transparency tool to make the blender. So draw the design. So here you can now fill the colors. What is the tool? Smart filler. 1, 2. Yes. Now individual color could be filled with individual colors. Okay. Next, mesh tool. What is the tool? Mesh fill. It split the object into multi-part by the mesh fill. One click and fill the color. Click and fill the color. Same like your mesh tool in Illustrator. Illustrator में जो है यहाँ पे भी वही. Fill the mesh and make a 3-dimensional light flow, and you can get control that with moving the tangent. Name of the tool, mesh. Hotkey U. M, sorry. Hotkey M. In Illustrator it is U. In Corel it is M. Name of the tool the same and working method is the same. So take some base object and try to fill the color inside it. Increase the mesh counting. select both, go for none. So how to interact the light inside it, and take the same tool, mesh, and get it spread, and spread the colors. Okay, making a two-dimensional object to fill into three-dimensional object. Right. So buttons and all things could be tried out with this concept. Name of the tool, mesh. Now the next bunch of tools are here. Septal. Inside the Septal, again you can find some more tools to get it modified. As if like Illustrator does have a distort tool, in Corel it is the shapes tools, which makes the object to get disturbance. So let's start with the next tool. Inside it, we have done with shape tool only, but inside this there are a few more tools are there. Switch to the roughen. Switch to the next tool, roughen. It makes the edge to get rough. Roughen. Select and fill the color. Get it rough. Smudge. Increase the diameter. Again more drag. Smudging, right? But so I need to take it like from in to out. Smudge. Right. So two more tools we have understood now. What is that? Smudge and roughen. Fine. Select, switch to the tool, get the size to change over here and get it drag. Now the dryness and all things could be controlled here. Just have a try with all this. You can go for reverse. If it is neutral, it will go on dragging. Right. So get the value to 1 or 2, then it will switch to a 0 size after a certain time. Be onto the inside and drag out. Select the object and change the color. Okay, fine. So let us move to the next disturbing tools. These two are okay. So attract and ripple. So it will decide where your cursor is. Attract. So just like a smudge only, but very sharply it will work out. Just check how it is working. But it is a tool to get it disturbance only. And to it will, as if the name, the work is so, it will twist the subject. Smooth, after the things is done, if extra point is there, you can delete the extra point. Smooth. Smooth, twirl, attract and ripple. So it is only to get the disturbance to be happen. So check the disturbance tool in details, not used, so you can have a try. Next, as if like in Illustrator you do have a cutting tools like knife, scissor and all things. Here also the cutting tools are there, and it is there inside the crop channel. Crop is the default cropping channel. Get it cropped and get the object back out. Very simple format tool. Break down this object into smaller part. Cropped. There it crops to the whole design, it crops to the limited area, even it is open, closed, doesn't matter, it will break out. Name of the tool, crop. Knife. So as if the name, the work is so, click from the edge to edge. Got it, knife. Only click and cut. Click, click. Out. So it is doesn't require to add a anchor point, get it break. Next, virtual segment cut. Yes, it is a beautiful tool. So let us take an example. You have done a design and you fill this area to be get delete. So select all the object and go for virtual delete tool, segment delete. So it understands what is unnecessary. It deletes the unnecessary part. Virtual delete, segment delete. Virtual segment delete. Extra edge to get out. It got the extra part. Next, the last tool, erase. Hotkey X. As if the name, the work is so, just one click out. Very fastest way to cut the flags. Name of the tool, erase. So it's a powerful tool. Erase. X. Okay. So it cut straight. Even it cut bent. So the cut will be done by the click 1, 2. If straight. If to draw, then get move this. Ungroup or break apart. That is separate. How to cut straight and how to cut smooth. Click, click and click. Straight cut. 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 So कोरल में इतने सारे फास्ट टूल है पर हिडन में आपको उसको निकाल. Break apart, Control K, out. Equal gap cutting. Yes, next, the size could be changed. Down the size. Control K. And so you can customize the cutting, virtual segment, crop, knife and erase. Fine, then in the next class we will see about what is called power clip in Corel. So the next class, power clip. So it is the bigger concept in Corel. So putting one thing inside the other is power clip. We'll see the power clip in the next class. The summary of the class: at a stage you got to know around 10-15 tools. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? See the know those tool, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 tool at a stage fitness. Just have a good note of it. Find the hotkey and just